Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nara and here we're discussing all things astrology, spirituality, and this video is about Pisces or Neptune in the 12th house of your chart. So if you don't know your personal planetary placements, your house system, your ascending, your descending, your moon sign, and all of that cool stuff, then you might want to go to astro.com and calculate your chart. But if you do know your time of birth and happen to have Neptune or Pisces in the 12th house or even Venus in the 12th, then welcome to this video. So what is 12th house? 12th house naturally belongs to the zodiac sign of Pisces. That's why it is so natural for a Pisces or Neptune to be in this house. Okay, so 12th house is related to, is the last house of the zodiac, sorry, it's the last house in astrology, right? So we have 12 houses, right, which represent different areas of our lives. And the 12th house represents the very last, okay? This is like the house, the area of life that is related to God, okay? This is your spirituality. This is your soul. This is something that is not spoken a lot, but only felt. This is also other dimensions. It's mysticism. It's past lives, all of that cool stuff. The 12th house is also related to, like on a mundane level, if we are to speak from this house, is related to prisons, mental institutions, hospitals, morgues, and stuff like that. Okay, like where you're isolated, where individuals are isolated, but mostly like prisons, jails, you know, that's where you're being isolated, right? So with this placement, Pisces in the 12th, these people are naturally connected to God, okay? So we all are a part of God, right? We all are spiritual, and we know that our true identity beyond ego is our soul, right? However, some people know it more than others. And the reason being is because they have this placement. Most likely either Neptune or Pisces in the 12th or Venus in the 12th. That's going to mean similar things, okay? It's because these people are feeling deeply the God and spirituality and who they are and their soul and stuff like that. So this house also is the most complicated and the least understood house in astrology. We can't really pinpoint, point down what exactly this house is, because it can mean so many different things. Because see, it's like things that are not of this earth. So these people can be natural healers. These people do not necessarily need to belong to any religious groups or go to church or ashrams, follow gurus and what have you, because these people are naturally connected to God, okay, without anybody's help, without help of any priest, without help of any church and stuff like that. They just, like, by themselves, they have this connection with God, which they feel on a very, very deep level without even reading the Bible or any of those spiritual books. So these people may also be aware of who they were in the past lives. And Neptune, if you have Neptune with hard aspects in that placement, right, that would mean that you know, some people may get lost in the past lives and completely disregard their current incarnation. And that's what's the danger with it, because these people go schizophrenic sometimes and being put in a mental hospital too. So something to be aware of. But these people have a direct, like, if you don't have the hard aspects, this is a direct portal for you to your unconscious, which can serve as a guide, you know, in your life. So if you get the downloads from your unconscious, like you have the direct portal more than anybody else, for you especially with this placement more than others, you can use that in your life, you know, that portal of a wise person. You can literally connect with your higher self, which can instruct you on how to live, what to do in certain situations, okay, which can better your life and bring you a lot of success. But if you're just using your unconscious the wrong way, by getting lost in those past lives, or you might be very, very interested in like doing past life regression type of thing and meditate on those things, yeah, like it's all cool, but like, are you like using the information that you're getting practically in your life, or are you just being like a Pisces, so like, yeah, I have this portal, I feel, you know, the higher self, what they say and how I should act, but I still not gonna do it. You know, some people are like that, and that's when they lose connection with higher self. So you should really use that channeling ability of yours to download lots of insights from the universe, you know, because you have such a direct portal. Also, these people might be, they love to be alone. These people are not the ones who you know, need to be around other people a lot and stuff like that. So even if like with this placement you're being put in jail or something, like God forbid, right, this happens, but if you're put in jail, and we know that some people are resisting, they don't like it, right, but for this placement these people may actually enjoy it because they like to isolate from the entire world anyways. These people may also you know, initially I would say under 30 or something. I mean, I'm 29 and I worked on this place. So these people, right, they may have you know, a tendency to get lost in other people's emotions and just the vibrations, because they feel so deeply and they feel the vibrations, the emotional, vibrational undercurrents of everything, okay? And if you don't work with this placement, then you can just you know, be a pushover, you know, and people will use you because you feel so deeply. For these people, even if you have Venus in the 12th, like I do, right, until like 25, I wasn't able to focus, you know, on my own things, especially like other people put demands on me and I would go and do their things, you know, and would listen to other people and get lost in their vibrations. And I didn't know where my identity ends, my personality and my emotions end, and where other people's emotions begin, you know, like as if I was connected to everybody. And so sometimes, you know, other people's emotional states, I would internalize them and I would not even understand that it wasn't my stuff, you know, and only later on, after I've done therapy, the shadow work, and understood psychology, you know, and myself on a very deep level, I understood what's mine and what's not. So why am I saying this? Because with this placement, people may completely get lost in other people's emotions and take them for their own, which then gonna come and haunt you, because you might like talk to somebody who is depressed, and just because you're like dissolving with everyone, right, it's the 12th house, it's Neptune, you may take their emotional states and then the next day, you know, be depressed as well and not even realize that you know, that person affected you this way. So this is something to keep in mind. And yeah, it's very important to do therapy work with this placement, because you guys can be like pushovers in life, so very important. But you know, there's obviously, you know, positive characteristics of that, which is you more than others see the ugliness in the world, okay? And this is my placement too. Like when growing up, I saw everything and I didn't like what I saw, the negativity, the criminal, like the crime, right, growing up. And that just darkened my view of the world, okay? And there's a solution for that. The solution is beauty, because these people with this placement, they have such a connection to beauty and they love beauty, and it's actually healing for them. By beauty, I don't necessarily mean, you know, getting nails done and such. It's, you know, just looking outside of the window and enjoying the view, you know, and trust me, it might sound weird, but this is very rejuvenating and you know, a solution to that problem where you see the world as an ugly place. So try to meditate, try to, actually these people, you know, with this placement are, you know, most likely to be meditators and yoga practitioners and stuff like that. So, because I am one. So yeah, but this placement is really cool because you have such a good spiritual connection without even needing to follow any religion. You know, you might not even identify with any religion because you never actually need it, because you already have this, you know, direct connection with God and the infinite. But besides that, this placement honestly is the most complicated and the most unfocused. I mean, Pisces is very unfocused, right? Because Neptune is dissolving. But imagine having Pisces in the 12th is like, bro, you probably also, you know, been told as a kid of certain things about life, right? And the world we live in, but then felt different things. So that's actually similar to mine. Placement and my experience. So my mom told me that God is one, that no matter what religion it is, there's one God, which I believed, right? Of course, that is the truth. But then, you know, observing the world, growing up, I realized that people actually started wars, right? Countries started wars because of differences in religions and stuff like that. So you might experience that as well, where you were a kid, you might have been told something, one thing, but then you observe different things. So, and you might feel like, oh, everything is so negative, like people are liars and such. And that's why, you know, these people might get depressed as well. But yeah, you guys feel deeply, that's for sure. But I feel like I've covered pretty much everything for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. Please let me know in the comment section down below if this video resonated with you. But if it didn't, please let me know how it's playing out. And thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.